my dear colleagues. I'm going to vote against this budget overall, not because I'm against the budget itself, but because I'm against some of the injustices within this budget. There are cuts affecting the most vulnerable in this city, and there are recommendations that fell on deaf ears. We as a government, we were asked by the Director of Council on Aging to support a program in staff expansion to deal with the fast-growing senior population in this city, and yet it was not granted, and positions were created in hopes of someday bearing fruits. The middle school sports and after-school programs were cut because cuts and sacrifices had to be made. Yet this council refused to accept some proposed cuts that could very well have funded those programs in the name of public safety. And I do say public safety because we often think that public safety just includes the police and the fire, but keeping our kids safe in the schools is also part of public safety. We have clerks throughout the system earning minimum wage. We have men and women in the water and sewer department working night and day, and as we saw during this winter, working in sub-freezing temperatures, keeping our city safe, and yet these people are making barely $40,000 a year. And yet, the 100,000+ club in this city's budget continues to grow. And worst of all, what we did to the ambassadors of this city, as I call them, the award-winning high school marching band, the group of people that actually promote our cities throughout the Commonwealth and throughout the country, they lost their $10,000 funding for transportation. Yet, we see fit to give the city solicitor a $50,000 a year raise. Folks, we need to pause for a second and think about this. Where is this government's priorities? And where does it lie? When does it stop? As I said, I'm going to vote against this budget, not because I'm against the budget, but just to send a message that injustices need to be clarified, they need to be addressed, and the true priorities in this city need to be honestly honored. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor.